to the wing so he can get her to her right hand. Straight steal of home. The slide.
This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55, what's goody? Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The mother shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dr. Ain't on that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the streets, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. We are coming to you live from the Collision Course Crew Tailgate. I'm your host, Jeremy Wallman, as always. Here are my co-hosts today, the football beat writer for CardinalSportsZone.com, Sam Baisden.
What up, what up?
Hold on, let me get the camera over there. We are experimenting with a mobile camera. I don't think it's going to work out, but it is what it is. Next to him, father of one of the most prolific defensive players that we have, and he'll be coming back soon. It's my guy, Ryan Griffin.
What up?
Next to him, look, we're about to go back-to-back viral with you all because, first off, we got our guy who gets into any stadium he wants to. He poses. He gets on TikTok. I love him, and he just shows everybody what's up. It's our guy, G-Fed.
How we doing, Card Nation?
There we go.
Let's go.
And last but definitely not least, he is an agent and one of the stars of the new Netflix smash hit Wrestlers, agent for OVW, J-Mo.
What's up? What's up? Let's go Cards.
All right, we're going to have a good time today. We're going to go over, I'm not holding that the whole time. We'll just focus on the crowd. We're going to have a good show for you today. Joey Wallman is here today. He, my brother, he's going to, him and we got another Twitter legend in the house. It's my guy. Go ahead, say something to everybody. It's Master Yoda.
What's up, everybody? What's up, Card Nation? Hell's up. Go Cards.
There you go. So we're going to have a good time today. There's plenty of Twitter. I'm looking at Corey, Cardinal Corey in the building. So former teammates here. My guy West in the building. What's good? We're going to have a good time. I'm not going to say everybody's name, or we'll be here for an hour. Going to have a good time tonight. Like I said, don't forget the Fitness Market chat line is open. If you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, send us your questions on social media. We'll get those answered right away. We do have a full booth here because one of our guests and all of them that matter showed up. I'm a little salty, but Reggie Bonifant was supposed to be here with us today, and he can't. He's going to do something for the university, so he wasn't able to make it. But we appreciate Reggie committing to coming out here and doing this, even though he wasn't able to make it. That is we really do appreciate that. Brian McGlasson on the text line. What's good? We're going to go real quick to a video where you can get some information about where you can subscribe to Cardinal Sports Zone. You like and subscribe today for exclusive notifications for when we go live on all social media platforms. Look, that's more for the video people. Sorry, y'all, in attendance. All right, so let's go. We got those video promos rolling. Hit that, as Yoda likes to say, smash that thumbs up button while you're in here on YouTube. Make sure if you can watch on YouTube because we get a lot more benefits if you are watching this on YouTube than any other of the social medias. Again, we're here at the Collision Course Crew Tailgate. They're going to be here all the way. Well, they're going to be here all night. They got the Master Yoda has been kind enough to offer for people that can't get into the game. The tailgate's going to be here. Yoda's going to be manning the TVs. There's still going to be a party here. Come on out. If you can't make it to the game, we understand. Come out here and party with Yoda. He's going to keep the party turned all night long. Let's get into this real quick. We're here. This is what we're here for, the Notre Dame game. I'm going to go a little bit over what we talked about last night on the show. Notre Dame has won 30 straight games versus ACC opponents. 46-year senior Sam Hartman has 14 touchdowns, no picks, and only one lost fumble this season, even though he had 6 turnovers in the third quarter last year alone here. Woo! He's typically a guy who crumbles under pressure. I mean, you saw him against Ohio State. You saw him against Duke last week. And nothing against Notre Dame. My family, I've told y'all this 1,000 times, my dad's side of the family's from up there. We actually have a pair of 12th row season tickets that have been in our family for over 80 years, 80, 90 years. So it runs deep over here. So I don't have anything against Notre Dame fans. I just don't like Sam Hartman. I'll just be honest with you. This does not look like a lock, like the pundits are telling everybody that it's a lock. We on the same accord, we do not have to win this game for this to be a successful season. I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, we got to win," or this is no. It's not that way. It's not that way. So I'll give y'all my prediction here in a second, but my only concern defensively still remains the middle of the field. They target their tight ends a lot. What doesn't concern me is their strength on offense seems to be the running backs. That seems to be our strength on defense, is defending the running backs and defending the running game altogether. Sam, I'm going to go to you first. See if we can get the camera. Oh, there's Sam. Hi, Sam. What are your keys? I'm going to ask you for your keys to victory today.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yes, this is called a show.
I think one of the keys to victory is we got to control the trenches. We know everything in football is won and lost inside the trenches. I think if we can get enough pressure on Sam Hartman, we can cause him to make some mistakes, whether it be errant throws or incompletions, things like that. Just speed up his internal clock to make so that he's not as comfortable as he wants to be. Second thing I think, which should be first, is if we can control the run.
Yeah,
I think if we go ahead and stop the run, frustrate them a little bit in the run game, they don't get to show off their whole arsenal, their offensive arsenal, because like you said, they like to do pass to the tight ends. They do have, I think his name is Rico Flores or whatever. He's coming into his own right now after 6 games. So I think, like I said, my keys to the victory would be 1, stop the run, 2, put some pressure on Sam Hartman, and then my third one is the crowd. It's you guys. It has nothing to do with the football team. If you guys bring that energy, I think they'll feed off of that. I know they'll feed off of that, and we'll frustrate and make this place loud for Notre Dame to where they can't really check on offense and they can't really check on defense. And if you can't communicate on defense, this Jeff Brown offense is going to just run havoc on your team.
absolutely. Now, Ryan, you're a defensive dad. You know, you're dad of defensive players. So, what do we need to do defensively to shut these guys down today?
Well, my thing is, you're a former player, so I'm pretty sure you watched the game a little bit different than other people watching. So being a father of a safety and a defensive guy, I kind of watch the game. Most of the time I'm watching the ball, seeing where it's placed, and I'm boundary side. So it's like, my first thing is, what's the responsibility of everybody on the boundary side of the field? But at the same time, I do understand watching Notre Dame, their tight end is a big part of their game. Of course, their running back is a monster. He likes to run the ball. So of course you want to put people in a situation where they have to pass the ball. So my thing is defensively, I really didn't see much from their outside receivers last game. I don't know if those guys are not playing or not, but I know that tight end is a big part of their offense. And of course, anytime that you can make a team one-dimensional, you take away the run game, you make them pass, then you go. I just believe in our corners. I do.
Absolutely.
We talk about JB and you talk about Q, even the backups. We talk about Storm and we talk about Trey Franklin. These guys. I really believe in their one-on-one and downfield coverage ability. But my thing is let's try to stop this running back as much as possible and not allow Notre Dame to be able to work the middle of the field as much as possible. Yeah. And as far as being a father of a safety, Ken on that tight end, either jumping the routes, making him, misdirection the route, getting him off of his route or what have you. Sam Hartman think a little bit, because one thing that we do know, even though Notre Dame is a very good team, one thing we do know is if we get Sam Hartman off of his spots, if we get Sam Hartman not to be comfortable, if we get Sam Hartman having to go to his second, third, and fourth reads, we saw what happened last year. So as long as we can do that and not allow Sam Hartman to get in an easy run game and using his tight end as a check down, and we make him have to work a little bit harder, we can get Sam Hartman rattled, especially with our crowd. Because I do believe that our crowd will be a lot more excited about this game than even it was last year with Wake Forest coming in at number 10. So defensively, let's take away the run game. Let's make Hartman think a little bit, get him off of his spots, go to a second and third receiver, and I think we'll be just fine.
Absolutely. That's my man. Ryan. Do y'all want to have Ryan on more often? I think we need to have him on more often. Great insight there. We appreciate you. Let's head to our special guest at the end there, G-Fed. G, is this your first time in Louisville?
Outside of
outside of the viral moment, obviously, like spending considerable time here. I mean,
yeah, it is. I mean, I came and went, driving around places and going through Louisville, but yeah, this is my first time, being situated here, having a good time, being around Card Nation.
What'd you think about the Collision Course Crew Tailgate, the actual tailgate?
So far, so good. Y'all took me into the trailer. I wish I had something just like that. Looks like a great bar setup, and I got my Cardinal. I don't know exactly which way to put it, but I don't know if I'm coming correct. Halfway down with the beer coming on to the show, but I'm on a tailgate. What the hell else am I supposed to do, right? And I'm supporting Louisville NIL. So,
and we appreciate you coming, and we appreciate you taking some time out to do the show with us too.
Absolutely.
Yoda, we heard that Sam Hartman kicks puppies. Is that true?
He does what?
Kicks puppies and punches babies. That's what I was told.
I don't know nothing about Notre Dame except Louisville's gonna stop a mud hole.
Listen, the one thing that I took away, let's get this back over to our next guest here. We got a lot of feedback on that. When we went to Notre Dame the first time and played them, that was one of the nicest crowds, the nicest environment. The stadium looked a little old, but the ambiance, the je ne sais quoi. Did I say that right? Is that right? I think so. Who cares?
It's close enough.
It is what it is. It was one of the most unique situations that I'd ever been in. I was talking with our guy Steve, and the night before, me and him rode up there together, and the night before they actually showed the basketball. They had our guy Joey Wagner, shout out to him, I think it was one of his first parties for U of L, and it was at their minor league baseball park, and it snowed, so there was a lot of snow. It was blizzard conditions almost. So we were supposed to party outside on the field, but they moved it inside to the press box area. But we watched the game out on the big screen TVs that were out on the baseball field. It was just a unique experience. And to walk out of there, sitting in between Notre Dame fans that were telling me, oh, man, this guy never missed it. He'd already missed once. He never misses twice. It'll never happen. Bing! And it happened. So we were happy to get out there. But by far, one of the nicest fan bases I've ever encountered in my entire life. I know some people will say when Clemson comes to town, they're a little obnoxious, but they're nice. But the Notre Dame fan base was like, I remember walking into Walmart and welcome to Notre Dame. Hope you have a good time. Welcome to Notre Dame. Can we get you some toilet paper? I'm like, what? So, but no, really nice people. Like I said, my family are Notre Dame fans. There's a couple of, just like any fan base, you get on Twitter and you see a bunch of idiots that like to make your fan base look bad. We have ours too. We've seen it. I've been battling all morning with a Notre Dame fan and I told him, I said, dude, you're not like the Notre Dame fans. I know they're nice and respectable. And he told me to go do something to myself that I don't think I can say on the radio, but it is what it is. I love that fan base, and I hope that we have a great game and a great time, and I do want for us to end up coming out on top. Now, J-Mo, the only reason you came on here was so that you could promote being on Netflix. Why?
That is not why I came.
No, that's not why. No. You came out to support your boy.
Cardinal fan, and I think that Louisville has the advantage in coaching. I think today is officially the welcome home party for Braum. I think this is it. I think we're going to outcoach them. I think this is the perfect setup for what we happened in the Wake Forest game. I think we're going to stop the run. I think we're going to call some early interceptions, run them to the house. It's going to be over quick.
Okay. I like that. I like that kind of what you got over here?
I actually brought you a little present.
You brought me a present.
I brought you a present.
Look, I'm like a 5-year-old kid. I saw something on the table. I was like, ooh, what's that?
So you're such a huge supporter of OVW and all the stuff we do. And I appreciate you having me on today. But I actually was able to reach out. I'm sure we have some Larry O'Bannon fans in the house. Got you a nice Larry O jersey. You can hang it on your wall. You can wear it It's all for you, brother.
I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. It's 2XL, so it might fit on one of my shoulders.
That's right.
Not the other. I'll get into it. That's my promise to you. Look, J-Mo, I don't know if y'all know this, but he's been through some battles with his health just like I have. And we have inspired each other, I would say.
Absolutely.
And sorry, I'm messing with that camera right there. And that's my promise to you. I promise you that by the end of this year, I'm going to fit into this jersey.
I hope so. I better see it on.
No, ain't no hope. I do what I say I'm going to do.
That's
that
right.
goes. Absolutely. Yoda, why don't we go out with the Four Pegs mobile mic and get some predictions for the game today?
There's a couple of Notre Dame fans you might want to see what they got to say about this game.
I don't know why it's shaking like that.
I don't know.
All right.
So we got my man Chat. First, give me the score prediction and who's gonna win. I know you're wearing Louisville gear, but I want you to speak from your heart who's gonna win.
I'm going to speak from my mind and say that Louisville will cover. How about that? Louisville will cover and be a positive influence for me. I tell you that. They will win tonight, and then we'll win by and cover the over also. And I will win money both ways.
Fair enough. Fair enough. My man Zach. How you doing, Zach?
Awesome.
Score prediction. And who's gonna win?
I got Cards 31, Notre Dame 28.
Okay.
On top.
Ooh. We got another Twitter legend, Jamari Thrash Records in the house.
Uh-oh.
Everybody.
What's up?
Score prediction.
I'm taking Louisville 27, Notre Dame 14. We're gonna bust their ass.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
We got my man Wes here.
Unbelievable.
Sean, get out of here.
Come on, Wes.
Okay.
Score prediction. Who gonna win?
35-28 Cards.
Wow. That's a look,
35-28.
we had somebody predict big the last game and it ended up happening for the Boston College. Wasn't that our last tailgate? I think so. So
yeah.
I like that.
Well, let me get my prediction.
Yeah, give your prediction. That's the one everybody cares about.
Yeah, so we gotta stop the run. Number 7 is a beast. We gotta hit him in the mouth. We got dogs on defense, and we gotta send them.
Preach.
We gotta send them. Brownlee, Quincy Riley, lock it down. Lock it down. Des Taylor and company disrupt that offensive line, and Jeff Brown, that offense. We don't know what we're going to see today, but we're going to see something. Cards 28, Irish 24.
Oh, okay. We got it. Look, I like it. I don't hate it. Go ahead. I don't know what that is. We're going to get that out of here. Yeah. Let's go to the Fitness Market chat line real quick. Lee Newton is watching us live from Orlando. We wish we were here too, Lee. Dwayne Cross, what's good, Card family? Dwayne Skirvin, what's up, Jeremy and Yoda? What about everybody else? Daniel Spicer says, O-C-A-R-D. We need a card. Where's the Uncle Larry? Uncle Larry, I need you to start a cards champ.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. He's popping his collar, y'all. Look over this way. He got something to say. There we go. That was inspired by Daniel Spencer, something like that. Benny Bolden says, "What's up?" Donde says, "Where y'all? We're located behind the old El Nepal. No, sorry, the old Cardinal Hall of Fame building. It's now El Nepal in a Jersey Mike's, I think. I'm not really sure what the other restaurant is that's in there, but it used to be the Cardinal Hall of Fame Cafe. It's on the corner of Crittenden Drive. I don't know the exact address, but it is what it is. Let's see. We beat Duke this game. If we lose, it don't matter. Okay, that's a great thought process. Welch 502. I'm nervous about today. Allie Jack says jamming the tight ends off the line is important. Absolutely. Robbie Dull, let's go Cards. He Christian caged me. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Daniel. Oklahoma just went ahead of Texas. Robert Holt, let's go. Listen, we're having a great time today. We appreciate everybody that has tuned in to watch. Look, at the end of the day, we all want to party and tailgate, and they want their music back. So we're not going to keep you too much longer. Got about 8 minutes left, and we'll get up out of here. Listen, next week we will have former Louisville running back and one of the greatest running backs we've had of all time, Brandon Radcliffe, will be on the show live Friday night at 7 p.m. Tune into that. You can find the show on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Follow Card Sport Zone on Twitter, or me, Jeremy_CSZ, Cheap Pop. On Facebook, it's Cardinal Sports Zone, 3 words. And YouTube, it's Cardinal Sports Zone, 1 word. So check us out, subscribe. If you subscribe to us, you'll get notifications when we go live. Shout out to my guy, former teammate Donnell Marshall is in the building. Appreciate his support. Also want to shout out Nikki and Dustin for showing up. I mean, I don't want to leave people out. You know, you keep shouting out people, you're going to leave people out. Christy Bannon and them's in the building too, so we appreciate them. Guys, I can't tell you how much it means to me that you all join me. Of course, we've all been friends for a while. G-Fit, I just met you, but feel like I've known you forever. Really quickly, before we head to the other side of the show, Jessie, I do want to get a couple words from you. Netflix's new smash hit is called Wrestlers, and is based right here in Louisville, Kentucky, at Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Yep.
Can you just tell the crowd a little bit about and I can attest to this because I do go to OVW as much as possible. What has this meant as far as a crowd standpoint?
It's been unbelievable. The amount of support we've gotten from the show has been just tremendous. Last couple of weeks, we've had sellout crowds, standing room only, turning people away at the door. It's been absolutely amazing. We've been putting on a great product for years here in Louisville. OVW has been a standing organization from 1999 on. We've been here, we've been relevant, but this show took us to another level.
And for people that don't know, Ohio Valley Wrestling is where guys like John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, I'm forgetting somebody big. Brock Lesnar, thank you. CM Punk, he wrestled here. The Devil, CM Punk, that is. So a lot of guys started there.
Miz, I mean, they've all
The Miz, I mean, we could go on and on about who wrestled here at OVW. Beth Phoenix.
And on top of that, most of those guys, have relationships with Al Snow. Al Snow owns OVW, and a lot of those guys wouldn't even be in the business if it wasn't.
What a great dude. It's such a contrast because, as you all know, if you've watched the show Wrestlers, you've got a hero or a face. Is that I want to make sure I'm getting the wrestler talk right. It's a face, right?
Right.
And then
or a baby.
Matt Jones, everybody's unfavorite Kentucky personality. He's the villain.
Or a heel.
The heel. Thank you for translating for me, Jessie. I appreciate that. Thanks for not shooting me and keeping it kayfabe. I don't know if I did any of those right. I'm going to. Listen, he's special, so he's going last. But anyway, a lot of big stars come from there. Y'all have a couple of people, well, probably a lot, but I see talent right away.
Right.
And there's 3 or 4 people there that my opinion, I think Joe Mack's the star in the making. I think him and Certified Luke Curtis are destined for greatness. Hollywood Haley J, who was featured in the show, if she can stay out of her own way, she's going to be destined for greatness.
Absolutely.
And I mean, there's more. I like Omar Amir. I think he's pretty talented. Lawrence, I'm not calling him luscious because I'm a dude. He's a dude. No offense, but
I mean, I'm a little biased. I mean,
and then you got J-Mo. I think he could probably become something big someday. I'm
a little biased. They're all my guys, and I care for all of them. And I want to see them all succeed. But you're exactly right. I mean, you're not even mentioning Jesse Goddard. I mean, CBS's big brother, Jesse Goddard. I mean, he's the face of
my dude.
place.
And Mahalabali Shira,
right.
Like those two. The other night, you hooked me up. I got to come to the show, and at the end of the night, standing in the middle of the ring, it was Mahabali Shira. My guy, I run into cash flow every other day at the grocery, and I always mess with them. One of the best dudes you'll ever meet. And Jesse, Jesse's been look, these people don't have to talk to you just because they follow you on Twitter. You follow them on Twitter. My dad passed away last July, and one of the first people that reached out to me was Jesse.
Yeah.
Didn't know him.
Right.
He had me retweet a bunch of stuff for him. Like he knew I was an OVW supporter. And he just kept up with me. A lot of people have done that. I appreciate that. And Jesse's a good dude. So,
and I'll be honest with you, that's one thing that I'm so excited about the show in general, as far as wrestlers goes, is people like Cash Flow. Cash Flow. If there was a word to describe deserves, I mean, this man deserves everything he's going to get from this. I mean, he's just like you said. I mean, you run into him at Kroger's. He's just an average guy. He's just trying to make a living. And if there's anybody that deserves to make an opportunity out of this, it would be Cash Flow.
I watched Cash from day one. You know that. I saw you. Listen, here's a funny story. First time I went to wrestling that wasn't a big wrestling event was right in Shepherdsville. And on the card was Cash Flow. I think you were on the card.
Yep.
Our guy, Chase, I'm not calling him by his wrestling name because he don't deserve that.
What do I do? Ricky Chevy.
Okay, you're not allowed on the show anymore. It is what it is.
0 days since he's been brought up.
And our guy Curtis Quick, I can't remember if he wrestled that day or not, but that's the first time I really heard him.
Yeah, we just saw Curtis.
Curtis is in the building too. I appreciate him. I appreciate all y'all for coming out here and supporting us and listening to the show. All right. Well, listen. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate y'all supporting us once again. Go to CardinalSportsZone.com to check out all of our photo galleries. Our guys Jeff Nunn, Justin Kruger, TJ, they photograph football, basketball, and baseball respectively. Do a great job. They deserve your support. They do awesome thing. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Four Pegs, and the Collision Course Crew Tailgaters. Currently working on more. Make sure those that are here in attendance with us, make sure you get out here. What I've got something going on the computer. All right, make sure you get out here and have a good time. They don't ask for anything, but come have a good time. Bring a side dish. They don't ask for anything. Donations are appreciated. Don't be a chooch and dine and dash. Make sure you come and support the tailgate the way it deserves to be. If you want to sponsor the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy. Just contact me, Jeremy Wallman, at Jeremy_CSZ on Twitter, or just comment in the line. There's another star right there, Christy Banta in the building.
Uh-oh.
You want to give a prediction? You can get on.
Hey, guys.
I know. He's last.
Okay.
He's the star.
Well, you acted like you were cutting the show
give me
off.
Christy, give me a
Cards about 3 tonight.
Ooh.
Field goal. It's gonna be that.
Let's go. Tell you a little story before I get back to my spiel. I predicted what? Boomer Sooner. Okay, I think she's had a couple.
I have cheered for Oklahoma most of my life. My grandfather was from there, and my cousin cheered for them. So
Gotcha.
I have a tie to them. And
Okay. Well, then that's acceptable. That's acceptable then. So, and I hate mentioning his name again because his head's already big enough, but Steve Rummage and myself, our first big game day assignment was Louisville, Florida State. We drew the amazing 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. time slot. We were the new kids, so we got the boot and did 6 to 9. And at the end of that show, I said Louisville 33, Florida State 30. Even though in my head I thought it was going to be a much bigger margin, but I wanted to make sure I played it cool and was like, all right, we're going to win by 3. And again, I'm going to ask Jeff as the star of the show, so we're going to get his prediction last. But I predict tonight it's going to be Louisville 31, Notre Dame 30.
Wow.
I'm with Chrissy. Last second field goal. Because the last time they missed the last second field goal for us to win, we're going to earn that victory tonight. We're going to get that W, and we're all going to leave here happy tonight, and we're going to have a really good time on national TV. Y'all want us to win? Can we get some clapping, some cheering? Yeah. I thought Joey was crowd control tonight. Apparently not. I know. You can find this podcast on all the social media avenues, over 125 in all: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, iHeart. Hit subscribe, follow, stalk, rundown, whatever you got to do. Make sure you have it to where these download straight to your phone so you can listen to them immediately, or so you can watch them live when we go live on all the social media avenues. If you've not listened to all the prior episodes, go to CardinalSportsZone.com, go to the podcast tab, drop-down menu. You can find the CSZ Podcast there. Check out our exclusives on CardinalSportsZone.com, the place it all began. Shout out to everybody who's out there sharing the podcast. We appreciate and love you all. And it wouldn't be a show if I didn't give a shout out to my guy, Marcus Maben, him and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday on ESPN 93.9 The Ville from 10 to noon. Brandon Radcliffe next week live. We are going to release an interview this week with Louisville men's assistant basketball coach Nolan Smith. That's one for y'all to watch for if that's something that y'all like. Now it's time that let's get the camera on them. Let's bring this up. Look,
Star of the show.
I have to produce, host. I got to do everything myself. So, and not in a bad way. All right, Jed, we need the prediction. We need to know what's in your heart, what's in your soul. I see that L on your chest. Let them know.
Listen. I'm a guy from Lansing, Michigan. Michigan State's been my team. If you've been keeping up with the college football news, just got to hit the fan over there. And I've been to 30 plus college football stadiums at this point. No other fan base has received me as well as Louisville has.
There you go.
Nobody. All right. And if we're not getting a win, what the hell am I doing here, right?
Absolutely.
I'm going to say, I'm on record saying by 1 million on my Twitter account, GFED Go Crazy. You want to find me there.
There you go.
However, if you're going to get a real prediction out of me, let me give you Louisville 31, Notre Dame 28.
Okay.
It was on a field goal.
Thank you.
Love it. We're going to go through these chat line real quick. Andrew said we can do it. Cut their freaking heads off. Mike Singleton says 27-24 Louisville. I think it's going to be a close game. I hope it's one of those where you feel like it's going to be a close game, and then quarter 3 happens like last year. 3 picks, 2 pick sixes, 2 fumbles, and a partridge in a pear tree, and we won that game running away. That truly was a game of streaks. I believe we went up 13-0, then they scored 14, then we scored 150, and that was the game. It is what it is. Yoda, I'm going to need you to do what you do, man, and you do it really, really well. You got to turn on the microphone for it to work. Oh, I cut you off. Well, you know what? Sorry, that was our whole music. Go ahead, Yoda.
Yeah, you cut me off. 55.
What?
Play that fire-ass outro.
All right, you heard the guy.
L's up. Go Cards. Beat Notre Dame, baby.
I swear. He did. Thanks again for all the support, guys. We love you all. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone Podcast. G-Fed in the building. J-Mo. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Master Yoda. Let's turn it back over to the radio station that's crushing the nation. 94.5 The Blaze.